Hi, it's Lenneke from Len's Crafty Life, and I'm really sorry I haven't been on for a very long time, and definitely not with some crafting videos, but I do want to continue with the Anne of Green Gables Kindred Spirits a journal that I'm actually making. Now, reason why I haven't been on for so long is I've been sick for a long time. You may remember I had a massive allergy against the treatment of the floor in our new house, which took me out of the loop for 3 months before we moved. Then we moved, of course, and had all the hassle of the, still some working men's over in the house and in the garden and tidying up and getting organized, especially in the craft room. I'm still not totally done, but done enough to start crafting again. And some other things that happens in life, as you know, so which took me out of the loop for a bit, but I am finally ready to continue, and I really continue with this because this is the prize for my daughter Megan's birthday challenge that I had ending in July. So the winner, who was Lynn Morris, has been waiting for an awful long time. So I'm really sorry, Lynn, and thank you so much for hanging there, hanging with me in here. I hope to finish this week so that it will go out in the first week of December, so she'll have it by Christmas. That's the plan. So let's hope and pray I will manage to do that without any interruptions. The kit that I'm using is from the Kindred Spirits kit done by Dorothy, and I've been doing a series on this. So I'll pop a link to the previous parts of this series on how to make a journal. I was asked to do a series on that, and I have been doing that for a series I'm doing. So which is really exciting. So as you see, excuse me, they're beautiful papers. All these papers are from the kit and the embellishments. And I have included some extra papers like coffee and tea dyed and avocado dyed papers and book pages that I thought went really nice with the theme. There's lots of embellishments in the kits as well, which, I've made, some altered paper clips. How I did that, you can see in the previous videos. Here's a little pocket that I made. But as you can see, it is still very bare. So not finished yet at all. And obviously, I have to make the cover. This has 2 signatures. So let's get cracking. I have a lot, excuse me, of embellishments still that I can use. Here's some calendars, little cutouts, some more tags and bookmarks. Here even some tiny little, Anne of Green Gable images. So what am I going to do today? To be honest, I have no idea. I've been out for so long, but I think excuse me, hope that's gonna stop as well. I think I'll make like a top. Yeah, this one is really cute. I think it's an altered playing card. I put on one of the cutouts. This is, by the way, a napkin, and it's a little teacup, and Anne is in the teacup. I just thought this was so cute, the little Anne looking out from the teacup. And here in a nice corner pocket. So this, I think I'll just start from the front. This is not the cover, this is the first page. I'll do a separate video on the cover, but it desperately needs some more embellishment. So maybe I think this will be nice as a tuck spot here on the top. So let's do that. I'll just fold this. Well, no, I can't make large. If you would have an image that you can do double, then you can have a tuck spot on both pages. But obviously, with this image, that's not working. So I'm just kind of randomly folding this over. I'm taking my double-sided tape, the wider one. And by the way, I know this camera setup may not be ideal. I just have to figure out how to set it up better, but I didn't want to wait any longer because I thought if I do that first, then it's going to take me another day before I can start doing something, and I really have to get cracking on this and not keep Lynn waiting any longer. Shame on me for letting her wait so long. Anyway, it's just life happens sometimes. We can't always choose, but all is well now. So no worries there. So I'm just putting this double-sided tape, and this one, the red one, is quite strong, and I do always go over it to make it adhere really well. Now personally, as you can see, I don't really have any troubles getting the tape or the cover of this tape off. The only thing is that I'm having trouble is that it sticks to your hand. That's the only trouble I have with this. Okay, so I think I'll put this in the middle. I have to see where the folding line is. What's on here? The weekly. Oh, that's actually not a good idea to put it on this page, because then I will cover the weekly. So always be careful and see on both sides of the page if it's the right spot for it to go. And obviously that was not the right spot. Here I used some stenciling. Could put it on here. I'll cover a bit of that. Let's see. That's the same image. And this is a tuck spot, another tuck spot already. This is a little pocket I made. And something needs to go in here. I guess I could. Yeah, I think I'll pop it here. That would look nice, because the hair of Anne kind of is the same color as this. So let's pop it over here. And that looks nice on this side as well. A little bit of patchwork. So you can always go over it with your bone folder to make the double-sided tape adhere really quickly. So now I could put something on here which will be really nice. Actually, let's do that straight away. Let's see if I have some. These are just some leftover papers. Let's see if this goes nice. Yeah, kind of cute. Okay, now that is a bit flimsy, so I'll make it a bit stronger. Maybe I can put some of this paper on the back. I prefer it to stick out a bit. No, this is too small. Then I think I have some cream paper. This is 120 grams. I'm not sure what that is in pounds or ounces, but I'm sure you can look it up. Oh, that would have been lovely on the bottom. Maybe I will use a die cut. You see, that's the way you get ideas. I have some new die cuts, or punches I should say, Martha Stewart punch, and I think I will put this on here. Then ink the edges. Okay, let me get my journal out of the way so that I don't get any glue on there. Okay, now I do have my little, this is kind of like my glue mat. It's a silicone mat. I have my hot glue ready for the go as well. I might just in frame, maybe I'll pull it out a little bit more so you can see. Yeah, I need to put my camera a bit higher, but for now, that's okay. I hope you can see. I hope I'm in focus. If I'm not in focus, just shout out, you know. Okay, just using a glue stick for this. I guess this glue stick is not working properly. Okay, it's a bit, how do you say, bogged. But I guess I can smear that out. How am I going to do that? I think I'll just do that with my finger, because we don't want all these how do you say, humps in the road. Need to get another glue stick, I guess. Let's get some off here on my glue mat, which I'll be able to remove later. So hopefully it will go on smoothly. There you go. Let's just get a tissue on the ready to clean my hands. Always handy to have a tissues on the ready and baby wipes. So I'll just fold this out of the way so that I don't get any more glue on my paper. And let this go over here. There you go. And then on my cutting mat, okay. Now I use this, like these little knives that come with it, I don't know what's happening, but with me it never works. So I've given up on those. Plus you can see this always gets bogged up. It's a bit of a pain. But I have learned from somebody else here on YouTube, not sure whom anymore, that you can use this very easily with your handy craft knife. So just have to figure out that it's straight and that I have a little bit enough space. And then just use it with your craft knife, which works perfectly well. Now my craft knife is a little bit blunt, I see, so I'm just gonna take my what do you call these? They're not pliers, are they pliers? Now I'll pop this back in a bit because two are sticking out. If I use these, well, I'll call them pliers, correct me if I'm wrong, they might both break off. So I just want this one knife. There you go. That goes in the bin. Now on some projects I don't really mind this raggedy edge because it has like how do you say, more like a vintage edging, so I actually quite like it, but I don't have it on the other side, so I need to kind of tidy that up for this. And this is not really a vintagey project anyway, so hopefully this is a sharper bit. I'll still have it a bit, don't know why that is again. It's quite nice, but my trusty nail file, or how do you call this, emery board, is coming to the rescue here. Always handy to have an emery board ready on the go. Now this paper is still quite soft, so it's a bit hard to use it. I have this side is coarser. There you go. So you can always use your emery board to kind of get rid of those extra bits and pieces. And then of course we will ink it up. I'm just using Vintage Photo here to give it a little bit of a vintage feel. As I said, this is not really a vintage album, but it makes it stand out a bit more from the background. I always like inking the edges. I find it quite a challenge actually not to ink the edges. Sometimes I see like journals or albums that people make, but they haven't inked up anything, and they're actually quite beautiful. So I just need to try that out, but that will be quite a challenge for me. Okay, put this back on before I put my fingers in there and stain everything. There you go. So actually, I should do the back as well, shouldn't I? Now you don't have to do the back, but personally I do like to do the back as well. Just gives it a bit of extra something. Now this could be a bookmark for in the journal, in a book that Lynn's gonna read, or it could be a journal card, or even little photos you can put on here. That's the thing with journals, you can do anything and everything you like with them. So there you go, bookmark done, and that will go in here and it should stay in there. And I quite like the idea. You can see the back here and here. She's just peeking out with her face. So that's that one done. What else have we got? Let's see. Let's just take, this is the first signature. Let's go through it because I did want to put something on here as well. This is okay, this is okay. You can put something here. There's no more paper clips I've used yet here, so maybe I'll make a little paper clip. Oh, that's a good thing. Ah, yes. I'm more organized than I thought. I do have my paper clips here. I was just thinking, let's do a paper clip, but where are my paper clips? They're right here. I have this kind of, I'll show you, round thingy. How do I show you? With these little bottles, it's actually for herbs, right here on my desk. My desk is actually the dining table from my previous home, so I've got lots of space all the way around me. You can see that in my other videos as well, where I can put all my stuff. And I've got it heightened, so it's a standing desk. And let's see, what if I put it, how does this one go? It's a butterfly, but how does it go? I think it goes like this. So this is then something for on the left page. So I will fold it. I can actually already make it. And this, actually, what, how shall I do it? If I glue it here, you will still be able, actually, I'll pop it with the longer side against the paper. And you can actually glue that in, but with a little bit, a tiny dot of the hot glue. Let me just clear off this glue, just using baby wipes before I ruin anything else. There's just some things that when you're crafting you learn to have on hand, and baby wipes is definitely one of them. There you go, all clean. So I can glue on here just a little dot. Am I still in focus? Hope so. I will pop it like so, and a little bit more in the middle to grab the paper clip. Just fold it over like so, and I'll let that dry. I have all sorts of glue strings hanging on my hands, and let's see where we can put that. Because for that page it's upside down. It needs to go on the left page. Maybe on this page. Actually, I do want to put some more ribbon on here, so I won't put it there. This has got something already. I could... a lot of time always goes into the where are you going to put things, what are you going to do with it. This is the same kind of background paper, so that doesn't really stand out. I could pop it here. Okay. So there you go. Now this one, because of the way I glued it, it is sticking out a little bit, but to be honest, I don't really mind that. So it's nice to have it. It's more like how do you, I'm lost for words, kind of like a tag or page tab, that's the word. it becomes a bit of a page tab. So it's sticking out, but that's quite nice, you see? And you can just, ta-da, open it like so, and still put something underneath there. So let me see, I want to put, this is a side pocket. Let's put a tag in there. Now again, I printed these off just on, I think, well, it's been a while, but I think it was 100 grams of paper, so a bit thicker than normal copy paper, to give it a little bit more strength. Let's see which one will look nice in here. Maybe that one. That would be nice. Okay, now I do need to pop something in there. I do have my box with leftover strings. Never chuck them out. Leftover strings and fabrics, even the tiniest bits, you can always do something with. Now, let's just rummage through this, see what we can find. Let's get that tag. That's a bit of salmon pink. This I quite like. Maybe it's too wide. Okay, let's just try this. Cut a piece off. See if that goes through the little hole. Hopefully it does. And then you can always, because it will, if I put a knot in here, it will be very chunky. So I think I'll put a little, how do you call it? I'm lost for words again. Happens more often to me. Well, anyway, let me cut this bit off. Use that for something else. Staple, that's the word. I could put a little staple in there. Now, where did I put my staple? Oh, I think I know. Just bear with me. I just need to get my staple gun. Of course, it's pink. I've got a bigger one and a smaller one. Maybe I'll do the smaller one. Hopefully that goes through. Ooh. Now, the way I want to do it is not right on top of each other, but a little bit aside from each other. Come on, you. Oh, great. Is there anything in there? There is nothing in there. Let me just see if I have those small ones. No, I don't. Okay, I have to figure that one out later. So we will go with the bigger staple, which will be fine too, since this is a bigger tab. Hopefully there are some staples in here. Yes, there you go. So that is quite nice. Let's give it a little bit of a vintagey edging. Of course, I could and maybe should have done that first before I put in the little fabric on the top, but that's okay. We can still do it like so, and a little bit on the back. Okay, that's 6 more minutes. I'm trying to not make this any longer than half an hour, otherwise you'll just may get bored. But then we've done quite a bit already, quite a few different things. So there you go. So that looks a lot nicer, and it's not too bulky here on this page. So that is quite nice. Now let's see what else we can do. We have quite a few more of these. And I always like, if you have like a kit, I always love to use as much from the kit as you actually can. Now, this is actually quite nice to put together, so we have a pretty back as well. Maybe I'll do that, since it's the same shape. Actually, these were pre-shaped, but I am not much of a fussy cutter. So actually, I'm just sorry, I'm talking and I'm thinking at the same time. I think I'll use my all-purpose glue. This one, I live in the Netherlands, you get at the shop, the Action. I think the shop is in Belgium and in German as well. So I just, because I don't like that glue stick that I just used, I think that's ready to be chucked. So let's just do this all the way to the side. What was I saying? I have no idea. I was saying something, wasn't I? I have no idea. Okay, let's put this on top. Yeah, I was telling you about that I used my own punch because I'm not much of a fussy cutter to cut out all those thingies. And I have my own tag punch. So you can see, if you look very, very closely, you can see that the actual tag is going around here. You see this white bit over there and this white corner bit over there. That is, and the hole is at a different spot from the original tag, but it was very, very similar. And I thought, well, you know, I like it the easy way. I'll just ink around it and nobody will ever know. So don't tell anybody. You see, gone is the white bit. And here on the top, it doesn't really matter that you see that because I will put some fabric or ribbon in there again. Now this I quite like because you have the pretty side on the front and the pretty side on the back. And this back side is, you know, is how do you say, quiet enough. There's not much on there. It's a very soft pattern. Hope you can see that. And you can easily write something on there, or indeed just, you know, put some kind of picture or do anything you like with it, really. So there you go. Ink all the way around. And sometimes I use these are like very, very cheap makeup sponges. Now I do like them because this is the bigger round side that I use, you know, just to ink around the edges. But this with the pointy tip, you can see that. I like to just put in the ink like so, and then you can carefully, don't push it in too much, ink around. You see, it's just inked around the little hole there. It's very easy to do that, to not get it all over the place, and I really like that effect. So that's what these are useful for. The only thing is these are very cheap, so they don't really last very long. This, at a certain moment, part of the sponge will come off and you get all these little sponge bits all over your project. So then you know it's time for it to go. So let's get my ribbons, my leftover box with bits and pieces. Oh, this is quite nice actually. Let's use some of this. Then I need to make, because I don't have the small staple gun, I need to make a knot in it and then it will be too thick. So I guess we won't. This is quite nice too. That'd be nice. Yeah. I think this was from a little bag that I had which had some goodies in it. Oh, hope I'm still on frame. There you go. That'll be nice. Well, let's first cut it off. That may be a better idea. Now, this is a bit fringed, and I quite like that. So, let's get this one out of the way. I will make this fringed as well. Quite like that. You just do it with your hands, your nails. Just pull out some of the threads, the horizontal threads, and then it gets all fringy. That in the bin before it gets stuck to anything else. And then let's staple this on the tag again. There you go. That looks quite cute. Pretty bag. Very nice. Okay, let's see, where are we going to put this in here? There's probably a top spot somewhere. Oh yeah, I know. I made from a book page. Where's the book page pocket? Could do it in here. But then actually it's nicer to have one in here with the pink on top. So I think I'll make another one. Yeah, that looks nicer in there. So let's remember to make one from there. And I think the book page one may be in the other part of the journal, which I had right here, and now it's gone. Oh dear, you always see that. Now I have a very large desk, and now I lose half of the journal. Well, that's not smart, is it? What did I do with it? Very interesting. Anyway, I'll keep this for the other side of the journal. It can't be far because I just showed you. Can it now? So this I'll put in the pocket in the other side of the journal. That's amazing. How do I do that? How do I make half a journal just missing and just like that? Split second. It's not on that box. Anyway, I'll look at it later. It's here somewhere. Oh, I'm on 32 minutes already. Okay, you see, you do need quite a bit of time to do things like this. I think I will work on this offline again as well, especially when I do similar things like this. You've seen now how you can do that, and you may already even know how you do that, but with the tags I'll just continue to make some and pop them in randomly, and you'll actually know what that was like. Actually, what is a nice thing to do as well, let's just do one more. Do you have time for one more? Yeah, let's do one more. That's the middle page. Let's see where, because what is nice as well to do with a tag is to fold it in half. Doesn't really matter where you do it, and then put it over the side of a page. Oh, this would be nice for that tag here. Pop it in here as well. This is a side pocket. There you go. Pop it in there. So you can make a side tuck spot by just folding in half the this, and maybe well, there's book page and book page. No, not gonna do that here. It would cover her face unless I put it up there. Oh, this is the pocket I was looking for. It is in this one, but I can do something, another tag. Let's see which page is suitable for this. Maybe this one. Yeah. No. Here, notes. You can write notes. Yeah, let's do it here. So you can make like, I'll do it a bit here, note. You can read note. Okay, let's fold it here. And then again, for this, I like to use the double-sided tape, because this is really, really strong, so then it's not going anywhere. Put some on this side. I use my tiny little scissors for this. This tiny little scissor is especially to use on this tape. And I keep it separate for that because, you know, a little bit of the tape residue will stay on these, so I have to clean that before I want to cut any paper with it. Otherwise the sticky stuff, you know, the paper will stick to the little scissors. So I'll try to keep it separate for that. Okay, here you go. Okay. pop it around this. Let's do this side, otherwise I can't see where exactly I am putting it. I think I'll pop it right here. I'm trying to follow the fold line. There you go. Just make it stick well. Do this on both sides, and then again you have a pretty tuck spot to put something behind, which is great. Okay. Oh, hope I wasn't out of frame there. I hope you enjoyed this. Got some ideas maybe to do in your own journals, and please join me again in the next part. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.